is deep yet full of jest. Come on in, you found the best. Between two giants here you'll find wit and wisdom intertwined. Laughs and knowledge hand in hand. This is the show that's in command.
Here we are again.
All right, so we're recording.
Well, I pushed the button.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's not record. That would be a real bummer.
That we did that once.
Yeah,
I did that once.
You did that. Well, luckily it was only a little story thing, so that was kind of nice.
No, we did it with Jess.
Yeah, but it was just her like, hers like her PSA thing.
The important part is Jess lives in England, so she wasn't
What's she gonna
we can't
do?
re-record it.
Well, we did. She came back
Oh, that
before
is
she
true.
left.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you should really listen to the episodes.
I really don't want to. I listened to them 3 times. That made more than one.
That's true. That's true.
So we've talked about this on previous podcasts. And if you've listened, then you'll know what this is. So the 1.6 we talked about, not in great detail, but it is a test of endurance in the neighborhood. And I'm happy to report that signups are live.
It's back, baby. How many people are allowed? Is there a limit?
We typically limit it just because it gets unruly.
Yeah.
After like 40 is probably all you want.
Yeah. I mean, if you get 40 people that actually want to do that shit, I mean, you're doing well.
We got 40 people the first time, and then people figured out what it was. It was hard to get 40 people again.
Like 3 the next year.
Right. Fuck that. I'm not doing that. But if you do live in the neighborhood, it is only for neighborhood people. But you can come and spectate. You can't participate. You can come and spectate if you like.
Get that zip code, bro.
Right. So anyway, so people living in the neighborhood, if you want to sign up, there is a Google form floating around on the message board, or you can send an email to between2giants2@gmail.com, and I will send you the link.
Okay, so it's like between and then the number 2 giants. Because you said it was like between 2 giants and number 2, like it was a poop emoji the way you said it.
It wasn't between 2 giants 2. It was between the number 2.
Yeah.
Then giants.
Yeah, the way you said it though, it was like between 2 giants, number 2. And then you just kind of said it where it sounded like.
I mean, this is shit.
Yeah. Well,
So
I just.
That. Anyway, it's a test of endurance. It is technically a race, but it's not how quick you finish. It's how you finish.
Yeah, and everybody loses.
Oh, yeah. I've been asked every time since we started this, when am I running? And the answer is never,
dude.
Because you are here for my entertainment.
Yeah, geez, I'm not going to put an event together and then throw up.
Right. I've seen, the vomit target. No, I don't want to do this.
No,
this is terrible.
No.
Right. But
do you have a date yet?
Hilarious. Yes, November. Oh, shit. 29th.
Don't frame it in the form of a question.
I'm going to go with 29th. It's the Saturday after Thanksgiving because everyone's still going to have turkey in them, I'm hoping.
Yeah, still kind of hungover from eating too much.
Right. I want to see a whole turkey get regurgitated. That's my goal.
All right.
Anyway, so $20 this year. It was $25 last year, but we've streamlined things a bit. So,
okay, that's cool. You get to pay to be in agony.
Well, we're not. Yeah, we don't make any money on this. We break even every year, so it's really to cover the cost of beer and trophies, and everyone gets a trophy.
Everybody gets a trophy.
America,
classic ass.
Our prize, not really a trophy. There are trophies, but there's also prizes.
Okay.
So, but the prize is if you make it through, it's pride of finishing.
Yeah.
You can say you ran it.
Yeah.
Not many people say they can.
And very few people give a shit.
Well, they will afterwards. Trust me.
Yeah, you get one of those 1.6 things on your car.
You get a sticker.
Okay.
Yeah. And a participation ribbon trophy medal that's also a bottle opener. Because, whatever.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. You should bring your mom out and have like anyone that finishes, she could walk up to him and be like, I'm proud of you.
I'm going to have her be the grand marshal and she can hand out the first beer.
That would be amazing.
Right.
All right.
She won't do it.
All right.
Okay. Anyway, do you want to talk to our guest today or no?
Kind of tired.
All right. Well, thanks for coming.
She got a free beer. She can go. No, we have the amazing Kayla here in the neighborhood joining us today to talk about, how she ended up here and then talk about her 3rd book she just wrote.
What? Third.
That's just crazy. Finished the 3rd. And it's like, I think I've probably read 7 books in my life because I had to.
I try not to read.
Yeah, dude. So much does the audiobooks, just plays them, but she's got the skills and writes them. Apparently they're really good.
Yeah, it sounds
3 of the 7 I've read are hers.
Really?
No.
Oh.
Welcome to the show, Kayla.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, she's like, actually, can we cancel this? I'm just going to take this beer and go.
Right.
But
they're assholes.
Yeah. Sorry, I have to edit that out. I got a weird bubble there.
Okay.
Anyways, so welcome to the episode. Thank you for coming down. It's pretty great. I hit you up the other day. I was like, hey, you want to be on our podcast and talk about your books? And
For the record, you hit me up yesterday.
Yes, yeah, I've been kind of slacking on preparation, dude. Well, there's so many people on our list. I was like, let's do Kayla, man. I want to read about her book.
People.
I realized you got down to the far bottom of the list.
I literally, no, true story. We were texting yesterday. Like, he's like, are we doing this tomorrow? I was like, fuck, I got to get like people. Like, let's do a mom episode. And I was like, I'm just going to ask Kayla. She just writing books. So you were the first person I hit up. I promise you that. You can check our text thread because he's like, are you recording? And I was like, fuck yeah. Because we've been off for a few weeks and then we did our last one on Wednesday. So yeah, I was slacking. But no, you were my first request. Podcast honor. Yeah, well, welcome to the episode again. So as we always lead into before we get into your awesome books, because I'm very curious about the process of writing a book and editing a book, like just seems like a monumental task, and I think it'd be a very interesting topic. But we always like to know, how'd you end up in Coronado?
I moved across the country with my then boyfriend, now husband, from Connecticut. So we landed actually in Avondale, and we were only there for 8 months because it's Avondale.
Yeah,
so
that's a long sentence.
Oof. That's
yeah,
a rough ride.
yeah. No, we were looking around the downtown area and looking at the historic districts, and this one just fit our vibe.
Okay, so you just like, is anything in particular that made you just be like, we got to live here?
Well, I love the historical charm of the houses. Just coming from the East Coast, everything was like pink stucco paradise or beige stucco out in the suburbs. So it just made me feel a little bit more at home.
More at home.
Yeah.
Nice.
Same. I'm from the East Coast too. So
Oh,
yeah, Rhode Island. Yeah. So same thing. Houses out there are all unique. Some are very old, but that's part of the charm of the neighborhood, I think, is that everything's different. It's not Tierra Beige or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. There's like 800 homes and there's like 52 developers versus one developer building 1,500 homes.
Yeah. Like I used to live in Glendale. I couldn't remember how to get out of my comp. All the streets look the same. Like, where do I turn?
You just called into work. I'm stuck.
True.
That's awesome. How long you been here for? Quite a while, right?
I think almost 10 years, if not at the 10-year mark at this
You
point.
almost get your merit badge almost.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah. Have you done any 1.6s?
I have not.
That's smart.
Well, November's coming.
So far.
I am trying to convince Dan, my husband, to do it.
Yeah,
though.
he likes beer.
Yeah.
He likes beer.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
The running part is,
well,
let's toss up.
some people start off really enthusiastic and then
Yeah. I mean, next time I see him, I'll tell him to quit being a little bitch and show up,
You should. Yeah.
Yeah, we started GoFundMe.
He needs the encouragement.
Yeah, dude. We could GoFundMe for him so it's paid for.
$20.
Yeah, it won't take very many people.
Here's a quarter.
I don't offer that first, just for free first.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, you should do it for free, man. It's fine. We'll get a GoFundMe going.
It's fine.
I mean, I'd pay $20 just to watch Dan run around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And vomit.
Yeah, that's really what I'm paying for. Mm-hmm. Nice. Well, cool. So you have written your third book. Is your third one published yet?
No, I just finished the first draft. So it goes to my editor at the end of this month.
Okay, so you have an actual editor that goes through and does all your editing?
Yeah, thank goodness.
Okay. So I know
it shouldn't be just me.
Okay. Do you do like, are you first draft and do any edits before you send it off and have it edited?
I revise it twice before I send it to her the first time.
Okay.
And then she goes through it, and then it goes back and forth about 3 times after that point.
When you revise it, do you revise the whole thing or just chunks of it?
This round was the whole thing. So I just wrapped up revising the whole thing yesterday, and then I'll go through. It's kind of like that cleanup round. Like I don't want to send her a bunch of garbage.
Yeah.
So clean up some of the stuff that I know that I can next, and then send it over to her so that she doesn't have to clean up quite as much. But
do you find that the story changes from when you started to this last revision?
not this revision, but it actually goes to her for a developmental edit first. So that looks at story structure and plot and character development. And she'll sort of just pick out anything that's working or not working. So from here, it will almost probably 25% of it will get rewritten in the next 4 to 6 months.
Interesting.
That's crazy. She put like red marks on stuff, or is it just like, what is I was very curious on the process of that. Like, yeah, you did it. Like, you almost have 2 versions of it because you've gone through it twice before you send it. Like, what are the notes that you get back when you're getting a book edited by somebody?
Well, for me personally, I have no concept of time. So usually a lot of my editor's feedback is like, you said a week went by a chapter ago. Now we're in the same day. How did that happen? Didn't know there was time travel in this book.
This all real subtle insults.
Surprise. Yeah. No, she's really great. She'll pick out inconsistencies like that or like any motives and character development things that just don't make sense or contradict each other. Those are the types of things that usually get cleaned up in that first round.
That's crazy. How long is it? Like, how long are your books generally? How many pages?
So the first one was around 400 pages. The second one is 500.
It's a lot of paper.
Wow. How long does it? Okay. How long does it take to write? I mean, did you like? I guess let's rewind a little bit here. Like, when you first decided to write your first book, where did the story come from that you wrote about? It's like it's a continuous story, right? It's not 3 different books.
It's a continuous story. I write fantasy romance, so each book features a different couple, but the fantasy plot kind of continues throughout the entire series. So it's a trilogy. It will be done after this one.
Nice.
So the first one, I was working at a marketing agency and just really burnt out, and it was during COVID. So around 2020, I picked that story up, and it was just fun to write, like being in a fantasy world and just getting to kind of create from scratch something completely new was really fun. Cool. So it was kind of an escape from that stressful environment of we're all working from home and I'm burnt out and I don't want to talk to clients anymore. I'm just going to go escape. But that actually wasn't the first thing I wrote. I wrote a contemporary kind of, it didn't really have a genre, which is why I didn't continue or publish that one. It would have been really hard to market, but it was a kind of contemporary romance / mystery thriller. So that was the first manuscript that I near finished. I didn't get through the stages of editing with that one because I lost interest.
Man, so how long is the first book? How long did it take you, like, from you're like, I'm going to write a book to like you finish your first draft that you would send to an editor? How long did that take?
So I've only done it twice, so it's evolving.
Okay.
But the first time around, it took about a year to write it before I ever sent it to an editor. The second time around, I wrote it in 3 months, and that story just really flowed really well. So it really just depends on how well it's flowing and how well it's going from a plot and development perspective.
And like when you're in a stressful environment already, probably hard to, get the release and now getting through it. Is Dan tired of doing all the role play stuff and dressing up as characters to get you in the zone?
Not another puffy shirt.
Why are all the guys named Dan?
He's actually very disappointed that none of my male main characters remind him of himself. So
they all like look completely different than him and sound different.
Yeah. This is the end goal, or this is just like a hobby you picked up?
This is a hobby I picked up. So I mean, now it's a monetized, now it's a part-time job at this point, just because I've got 2 out there and I do conferences and events and go get to nerd out with a bunch of book people and cosplayers and that kind of stuff. So
she got a hobby she makes money off of. We should try that.
I don't think we're that good at it.
That's true. We get a different editor. Imagine we sent our show to an editor and they'd be like, yeah, we got like a half hour worth of stuff here, but the 7 minutes of it's worth using.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm the editor.
Exactly.
Son of a bitch. That's fair.
Nothing out.
It's fair criticism.
Yeah. Nice. So third one. So tell us a little bit about your book. And I've been like digging into the, the mindset of writing a book, which to me just seems like, man, I'd rather, dig a big hole. But I'm not as smart as you. So like, what's the name of the books and where can people read it? All that good stuff. Plug yourself.
Sure.
She's like, why do you think I'm fucking here, dude?
I'm here because you asked me yesterday and
That's
I said, sure, that sounds fun.
Got her drunk in the pool. She's like, fuck yeah, I won't be hungover at all.
I certainly was in the pool with the cutwater.
Perfect. I love it.
So I write fantasy romance. I write under a pen name, and that's Mariette K.
Okay.
My first book is Born of Starlight, and it's a loose Rapunzel retelling.
Oh.
So I did.
So Rapunzel's loose, or no?
That's what I heard.
Heyo.
I guess.
Sorry, yeah, I mean it's romance, not
I see what.
I saw what you did there.
We try and get some jokes in between.
Yeah.
Really
Usually
important.
don't work.
Yeah, no, it's never like.
So that one's a loose Rapunzel retelling. Loose meaning loosely based.
Not as fun.
Not horribly based.
And then the second one, loosely based on Beauty and the Beast. And the third one is a Sleeping Beauty, but gender bent. So the king is asleep and she wakes him up.
Oh.
So, yeah.
I'm sensing a trend here.
Yeah.
Right. So retelling of not nursery stories, but
Disney movies.
Fairy tales.
Yeah, fairy tales. There you go.
I didn't want to use the word because I don't want to get sued.
We're not allowed to say the name of a company? Oh,
I think you can.
Schmizney.
I mean, technically, I think they're going to sue her. Or the Schmizney, yeah.
So I read a lot of like the old school fairy tales to get an understanding of what was actually in them. It is bizarre what's
Really?
in those stories.
Like how?
Like cannibalism.
Oh,
just
yeah.
like a lot of eating of children. It's real strange.
Like which
None
one?
of that's in my books. Sleeping Beauty specifically.
Really?
A whole lot of cooking children.
Cooking children?
Yeah.
mean,
When
they
were
did-
those written?
When were they written?
Yeah, like the originals.
There's different versions, but like pre 1600s, I would say.
Okay.
I don't remember.
There it
Like,
is.
they're old.
I was thinking like, 64 or something.
If you're hungry
no.
enough, I mean,
Yeah, I mean.
Well, I think it was to keep the kids in line. It was like, if you're not good, your evil stepmother's going to cook you.
Jesus Christ.
that would work.
Yeah, that would work. Like just see it once and be like, woof, I will take the trash out. Nice.
So, yes, little less Disney.
A little less Disney, little less like eating kids.
Yeah,
I mean,
somewhere in
More
between.
romance.
If there
Somewhere
was
between that.
dark Disney, I'd go there. The
Yeah.
happy Disney, I don't want to do
Yeah,
that.
dude. I would either go dark Disney or full blown sexual Disney. That's my like more your
Sex Disney.
sexual. Like she's romance novels.
Oh, okay.
Pay attention.
All right.
All right. So where can people read this? Are you doing hardbacks too, or is it just kind of a what's the place you go and pick these things up?
It's called a bookstore.
Okay. Yeah. Point me to one, please. I'd love to see what it looks like.
You've never been to one.
I've been to yeah, I have just to study. I didn't read books, but just to study. That's about it. I had to pass some tests. I can't study at home. Doesn't
Oh,
work.
okay.
Start reading romance novels and the day is good.
Next thing you know, boing.
But you can get them at certain bookstores in the valley. I know Changing Hands in Tempe, I think, carries copies. So does the Bookish Shop in Gilbert. And then online, I'm available on most major like e-tailers. So Barnes & Noble, Amazon. I think it's listed on Walmart, weirdly enough.
That's good.
Yeah.
I go through a distribution network or whatnot. So I don't actually know where it all is, but you can find it pretty easily
Nice.
online.
And then like Kindles and all that stuff too.
Yeah.
What's
Are you
better?
gonna-
Should people go buy your book or read it on a Kindle?
Wherever they read. Yeah.
That's good.
It's wherever.
Reading good.
Reading good. Yeah. Good
Reading
reading.
is
Guys. Yeah. Good readings.
Have you thought about doing the audiobook thing where you would narrate?
I thought about it. I would not be a good audiobook narrator, and it's such like a niche skill. Like it takes some acting talent too to really get like the voices and stuff right. There are plenty of producers of audiobooks out there. It's just really pricey. I'm self-funded and self-published, so everything I do I pay for myself, or the books have to fund it. So just haven't gotten there. But I would love that for like accessibility purposes, especially. A lot of people
Yeah, sure.
don't read physical books. They need the audiobook
Yeah.
to read. So
It'd be great if you got Samuel Jackson.
Oh man. Morgan Freeman.
Right.
I mean,
Morgan Freeman would take a while.
Yeah. It does
like-
take a while, but
Yeah, like a
listen
whole
on
week.
2 times speed.
Right.
yeah,
Oof.
it's still just kind of got this pace to it.
That's interesting. You're self-funded though. I just assumed that you write a book, you send it to the publisher, and they take care of it. But so does that mean that anybody can submit anything to? I mean, if you pay for it, then you might not get published if it's shit. Obviously.
It is not all that hard to publish through places like Amazon, for example.
Really?
Their Kindle Direct Publishing, I think that's what it's called. Pretty simple platform to work through. And Kindle Unlimited, it's pretty easy to get into there too. The biggest benefit is that I hold all my rights. So like all of my creative rights I own right now. Like I can sell rights to print in different languages or audiobook rights, but all of the intellectual property I own right now. So
That's cool.
that's the reason I liked the self-publishing route. I thought about you'd have to like query and get an agent, and then your agent would pitch publishers.
Okay.
It's a long process, and then you don't hold your rights. You have to hit like a royalty requirement before you start earning out on it. So
What would be the benefit of doing it that way? It seems like
you get an advance. So like they would pay you up front for it, and then you're selling your rights to that.
Oh,
So they own like the full rights of the book, or just a chunk of it?
I think you still own the copyright.
Okay.
And like your contract. I didn't go that direction, so I don't know as much about it. But I think there's like the contract would dictate like how that all works.
Nice.
Huh. Fascinating.
Yes. Yeah, and you do like events where you sit there, or people come and what have you. Like, what's been the response, and like how's it felt? Like, so like people walk up, I read your book, and you sign books, all that stuff. Like, what's the emotional give back that you get from going into something during like a stressful time and putting a lot of time and effort into it? Is it worth it? Is it a real thing? Because Michael's thinking about reading a book.
Thinking about it.
Yeah,
He said he writes words. Maybe he'll write
he
one.
does.
The response has been really awesome. I've had people come up and say, like, have very specific like feedback and things that they loved. And usually I'm getting better, but at first I just wanted to crawl under the table because I don't do well.
Like, write your own fucking book,
No, good things even.
Oh,
Like
okay.
even compliments. Like
Oh.
I have a hard time with digesting those and not just letting
Positive
my
feedback.
face get bright red and
Oh.
embarrassed about it. But it's been really fun just getting to meet readers and having fun with it. And I
That's
get to
awesome.
go to some fun events, which
Nice.
You mentioned does anyone dress up like a character from your books?
I'm not at events, but I have had
home,
someone
hey-o.
online do cosplay of one of my female main characters.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, and she posted on her Instagram. It was really
That's
cool.
amazing.
That was a very cool author moment.
Yeah, that's awesome. We had a guest on Sam a while ago, Sammy Richards, and he was running for city council. I can't remember what it was. Sorry, bud. But he was running for something. I was actually out there with him, and like when someone's like, "You're Sam," and like I just got to witness the first person like recognizing who he was and all that, and it was pretty cool. Like, what was your first person that was like, where you're like, oh my god, this is like people actually notice me or whatever. That first like Jesus, somebody like walked up and was like, oh my god, you're Kayla, or sorry, I forgot your pen name because I'm a terrible person.
It's Mariette.
Mary, yes. So what was that moment? Your first fan acknowledgement that you were like, all right, I'm somebody.
I can think of two things, just bizarre. One was really bizarre, but the other was the first event I did. Someone showed up and had already purchased my books to like get me to sign, which I don't know why I didn't expect that. They knew I was going to be there.
You're like, I don't have a pen.
That I luckily had. Just them having gone out of their way to bring their books to the event to have me sign them was a cool thing. And then the second one, I had a friend back in Connecticut say that she went to her like beach club or country club or whatever, and the gal at the front desk saw her books, like saw my book in her hand, and she was like, oh, I just read that one, it was so good.
Oh my god.
And just knowing that it had like reached someone that I knew and like they could like point it out in another state.
That's crazy.
that was pretty cool. She texted me and she's like, you're never gonna believe this.
That's crazy. That's so cool. What a rewarding, thing to have happen after all that work.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
So what's next? Movies?
Yeah. Like, yeah. 50 Shades of Snow White.
I'm nowhere near big enough potatoes for that, but it's nice to have the potential of, just continue to grow. And I'd love to make this like my early retirement plan if I can, like write enough to have royalty income and
just kick back.
keep writing books.
Interesting you said that the first book took, if I remember correctly, a year. And then the second one was just like 3 months. Just like certain stories just hit and you just kind of go. Is there a point at which when you start, you're like, there's not enough traction here, I'm going to abandon this and go a different direction? Or you just plow ahead?
It depends. Because I had started this as a series, I needed to just keep going. So this third one took me a lot longer than the second one. I think it took 6 months to draft. And now I'm at the point where I'm editing. So it'll probably take a good 12 months to finish, like start to end. But I have probably 3 or 4 other manuscripts that I abandoned because it just wasn't wasn't working, or I just wasn't in the mood to write that. And
Yeah.
Seems like you said, like get in the flow, something you really want. You just like power through it in 3 months to write a 500-page book. Dude. That's incredible.
It's not dissimilar, I think, than musicians. Like when a song comes to them, I watched countless docs, and it took me 10 minutes to write this song, and it's like a major hit song.
Yeah.
And then other ones are like, oh, it was like over a period of 10 years I wrote this song.
Yeah.
It just depends on if it strikes you. So it's interesting.
That's crazy. What's the kind of end goal? How many books do you mentally think you can handle writing or want to write, or you just want to keep doing this forever? What's your end goal other than, having a nice fancy retirement with a shirtless Dan?
I don't know that there's really a cap. I think it's just as much as I have the time to write with a full-time job too, because I still work. So if I can maintain my current momentum, then I try like one every 18 months, because that gives me enough time to write and really make sure it's edited properly and not just phone it in and put out garbage. So I would say like one a year is what I would strive for.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have one, you just like to knock it out and crush it, and then next one's tougher.
Right.
If I can start writing shorter books, that would be great.
Yeah, I mean, 200
Work
pages.
on conciseness.
Yeah, it's like half as long as a 400 pager if you only write 200.
Oh, get to the point already.
Yeah.
What about short stories? Is that the same? That's the same process, right? Just shorter, obviously.
Yeah, same process.
Yeah.
I think to be considered a full-length novel, it has to be at least 40,000 words. But short stories are like under, I want to say like 12,000 words. So yeah, you can definitely do. A lot of people do like anthologies of short stories.
I could do a 1-page short story.
Yeah.
A haiku.
You can do a long sentence.
Just one. Nice. So this is the last in the trilogy. Do you have an idea what the next is? Are you going to do another series, or going to be a one-off?
Good question.
She's been asking herself the same thing.
I've been asking myself that a lot. I do have another concept in the works, and I'm getting like the world building tidbits all put down on paper and the plot points all put down on paper. And I don't know whether it's going to be a standalone or a series, because I haven't finished outlining it yet. But my intent is for that one to stand alone. That way I get a little break from being stuck in one series for too long.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you do get bored with the world.
Would it be the same genre or completely different?
Vampires.
There are people with fangs in this one.
Yes.
I'm excited.
Told you. I'm Team Jacob all the way, brother.
Okay. You're very glittery.
I love that you got the wrong name. That's the best.
Yeah, it's not a Team Jacob.
He's
That's
trying.
not a vampire,
No.
but it's okay. I want you to keep thinking
That's a
that.
wolf guy, I
fine.
think. It's a wolf, I think.
That is a werewolf.
I don't know. You guys got the reference. That's what I'm here for. I'm not here for facts. I'm here for just general information.
I have no concept of this world, the sci-fi romance, all that stuff, but my wife loves it. And
Buy her a book, for God's sake.
No,
I meant to bring them, actually. I was going to bring you one for your wives.
Man.
she plows through this stuff. Like she'll sit in bed and just like, "Brrr," and they'll be. I can tell it's a good book because she'll get a little frisky. I'm like, why do you want me? Why do you want to call me Jacob or something? Like, I don't. But yeah, she loves this stuff. Yeah, she's like, oh yeah, there's this demon, and he's, I was like, oh, that sounds great.
Yeah. Is it like a hot demon or
Something with a chokehold. I
Always.
don't know.
Why would we write unattractive characters?
That's true.
There's no point to that.
That's true. That's true.
No point to
Really ugly guy.
So this 3 walks into the bar.
But to answer your question, yeah, I'll stay in this genre. And the nice part about it is I love writing romance. Like, let's figure out how these two dummies are going to fall in love. But I also love that in fantasy romance, you get like a secondary plot. Like there's something else happening in the world, or something higher stakes, or, hero's journey. And like you get that sense of there's something else to read for.
Adventure versus just,
And that's what I like to read too. Like there
what's
needs
for
to be love.
breakfast?
Yeah. There needs to be love and romance, but like there needs to be something else keeping me there.
Nice.
Right.
I like
You
it.
can't just read pages of people taking their clothes off all the time.
Yeah. It's just,
Oh God.
there's better movies for that,
So, as an author, who are some of the authors that you like go after? Like, I love that person or that person.
Good question.
Finally. My classic good question.
I I try to read in genre as much as possible, but one of my favorites is Carissa Broadbent. She wrote Serpent and the Wings of Night, and then my favorite series of hers, the War of Lost Hearts series, but it's also like epic fantasy romance.
Right.
So yeah, I think that's probably my favorite. Now that you've asked me this, I can't think of other authors in my brain right now, but she's one of my favorite. I'll pick up anything that she writes.
Nice.
Is that series work as well, or is that just one?
Those are both series as well.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty common in the genre
Yeah,
to
I
have a
could see
series.
the allure of that from I guess just a business perspective. You hook in your readers, and then you're like, okay, you got to be the next one
Yeah.
to find out what happens to Abby
Yeah.
or whatever.
Jacob.
Okay, Jacob, right.
Jacob the Vampire.
Right.
Jacob the vampire that doesn't sparkle.
Because he's a
He's a
werewolf.
wolf.
Right.
Yeah.
What's the advantage to writing under a pen name?
That comes down to
Good question.
I was gonna say it, and then I felt like I was being repetitive, and I was gonna hurt Brian's
You can
feelings.
say it a lot.
No, it's fine.
Because it doesn't happen often.
I'm like saying I don't like feedback like you. We're good.
The benefit is primarily privacy. So like I can kind of just dissociate the books from my corporate career and just keep my friends and family safe and private too.
Sure.
Because I have a very public presence with my pen name. So, I'm sharing parts of my life. I'm not sharing my whole life on the internet. So it just creates that separation. And I have heard a lot of authors that didn't use a pen name wish that they did because it just makes it a lot easier to
Yeah.
I guess there's no downside
later.
other than people knowing you as the same person.
Yeah.
But-
There's a lot of weirdos
But
out there.
those- But those that know me and like the people I love and my neighbors and like everyone,
Right.
they're going to know who I am and connect it to that pen name anyway
Yeah.
if they know me well enough
Right.
to do that. It's just everyone else. There
Sure.
are some,
Yeah, the people you don't know.
there's
that
some
aren't your
wild people out there. Yeah.
It's true. Thanks, Obama.
Yeah, right. Seriously. But what is your address?
Do you consider your pen name a character in relation to like the rest of your characters in your books?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. And so when you're doing these events, people like they walk up and they don't say Kayla, they say your pen name. Like people know you. You
Yeah,
just play that
they-
persona the whole time.
Yeah,
as
it
well?
gets real tricky at the beginning of those events because there's at least two people that I introduce myself as Kayla. At least two. And then I switch it on and it's fine after
Yeah.
that. And especially because it's such a niche event. People that know me as an author and just from author spaces, that's all they know me as.
Yeah,
so
yeah. I don't know anything else about you.
yeah.
Nice.
Are the conventions, are they sci-fi romance specific or are they just book conventions?
A little of both. I think most of the ones I've done so far have just been mostly fantasy conventions.
I had no idea that was a thing.
Well,
There's a convention for everything, apparently. I don't know.
yeah.
There it
I mean,
is.
hey, we're meant to a convention. Blow your mind.
Just the religious ones. Where they give you out, stuff.
Bibles.
Bibles, mostly crosses. Yeah. Water.
Yeah. Any rapid fires or?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
How many paper cuts have you gotten?
Oh, typing out your book.
Oh, wait. This is a good one. Are you analog or digital? Meaning typewriter or word processor or whatever?
Computer. Typewriter or word processor.
Like you got a bookstore and I got
Can I get third option on this question? Because the second one sucks.
I know. I was like, I don't own a typewriter. No, I'm all digital. So
Interesting. No. The bad question.
I don't handwrite anything.
Are you cursive or do you use a laptop? Like, what's your
I am aware of authors who do typewriters because they want, I don't know, there's a connection to the, physical, whatever.
Yeah. You should watch Misery less.
Backspace.
They have these neat little things called free writes. They're really expensive for the simple technology that they are, but it's like a distraction-free, basically digital typewriter. I'm like, this is a laptop, but it is distraction-free, so people swear by them.
But you're
That's
just
true.
typing. You're not.
I figure you're just like
Yeah.
the courtroom person, the stenographer.
Yeah.
And sending it for
Essentially,
edits.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you have to go places to write or can you write anywhere?
I can write pretty much anywhere. I go to Dark Hall a lot, and I'll write there. I've post it up at TMI. If you've seen me with my laptop at TMI, that's
Like,
probably
leave
what
me
I'm
the fuck
doing.
alone.
If I've got the noise canceling headphones on, yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I think we've been there with a group of people, and you're over in the corner. We're just like, we're just gonna hang out over here. Let her, like if she's either
Came and hung
writing
out
or-
after.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You got done.
When you go to those places, do you feel like that environment seeps into your books at all?
Not really.
Okay.
Me and Beth usually make out pretty hard when we see her editing, so it helps. It helps.
Well, I'm just like, if I'm not you obviously, but if I'm in an environment, let's just use TMI as an example, and I'm writing, but I'm in that world, and I see something that's interesting, like in the real world, I'm like, oh, maybe I can, like, that's an interesting twist. I can have one of my characters do something similar or something. So I didn't know if you would draw inspiration from that, or like a complete, in my mind, writers go into the woods in a cabin and they don't talk to anybody. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't find that like in the moment. I'm very good at like tuning everything out. So I think in the moment, not so much. But I will say I love a good eavesdropping session.
Oh.
So if there's juicy conversation happening around me, I have totally put those in my idea logs.
Nice.
Like just picked up pieces of like public conversation that
Yeah.
I've heard that was like
Good.
really
Yeah.
real good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like, ooh, that's a good story.
Yeah.
I should write that down. So I have like just taken some of that.
My mom's hot sex story. I can give that to her.
Yeah, I mean, you tune in when we play that episode. It could definitely evolve into not making into one of your books.
That's fair.
Yeah, there you go. There
All
you
right.
go.
That's all I got.
That's all I got. You got anything? Anything else you want to plug? Any upcoming events?
Yeah, I actually do have one.
Okay.
Just got it confirmed this week, so
Nice.
didn't know until earlier. But at the Hive for First Friday in October,
Nice.
I've got 6 other fantasy authors coming to do a little author takeover
Cool.
in the Hive backyard. So there'll be a food truck. They're doing their Halloween bash that night too. So costumes and a raffle and
Nice.
yeah, swing on by. You can
Yeah.
meet some cool authors and get books signed and go visit the galleries there.
You should read a chapter out of your book,
Read a chapter
like
of
a
it
story, like a story time.
right now.
No, not now.
It's like, please don't make me do that.
No. But like at the
Oh, yeah, we forgot to tell you. You need to read a book. Do the 500 one.
Oh, sorry, gotta go.
and scene.
Yeah.
No, I think that the Hive thing, it'd be interesting. Not maybe not that event, but
Like-
to give people a taste of it. No, not
that's
a
not
poetry
funny.
slam.
Totally, I should bring a microphone and ask everyone if they would want to read sections.
Right.
Yeah. We could
Does
probably
anyone-
loan you a microphone.
We got a couple.
We got
All right, yeah.
Just a few.
Just
Yeah.
just a thought.
at least 3.
Kayla, thanks for coming.
Yeah,
on
that
the
was good.
podcast.
Super interesting. The process of writing a book is
I could never do it.
no.
I just don't have the attention span.
No.
I'm like a Dalmatian on heroin. How to go?
A Dalmatian on heroin?
Yeah, it's true.
Oh,
Have you
okay.
seen one of those?
No.
Crazy.
It seems like it's just be sleeping a lot, man.
Nope. You would think so, but no.
Really?
Nope.
Huh. All right. All right. Well, that was a weird ending. So let's just end this shit, huh? What do you think?
Okay.
Good question.
Thanks.
Step right up to the wildest show where 2 big minds are ready to blow. Conversations deep yet full of jest. Come on in, you found the best. Between 2 giants here you'll find wit and wisdom intertwined. Laughs and knowledge hand in hand. This is the show that's in command. Tall and talking, big in brains, making sense of life's wild lanes. Deep dive chats and fun remain. Bet you won't hear this on the plane. Between 2 giants here you'll find wit and wisdom intertwined. Laughs and knowledge hand in hand. This is the show that's in command. 2 giants here you'll find wit and wisdom intertwined. Laughs and knowledge hand in hand. This is the show that's in command. No stone unturned, no joke too small.